Okay, welcome back to King FX Trading Mastery. If this is your first time you'll be joining our channel, make sure you click that subscribe button and ensure if you really need more educational contents on how to get better with your trading, feel free to check our channel. We have a lot of educational content that will be of help to you guys. All right, guys. So for those who are watching this for the first time, what you are looking right in front of you is called a king strategy. This is the combination of moving averages, stochastic, and RSI. So this strategy has well over 70% win rate if you follow the trading condition accordingly. And if you really want to learn more about this strategy, we have a bunch of videos on our channel, and we also have a particular video that explains more on how to set up the parameter and every other thing you need to know, and the trading condition as well. And likewise, we also have a special video on how you can take a sniper entry with this strategy. This is one of the amazing part of it. You can take a sniper entry with this with 7 pips, 5 pips, 10 pips, maximum 15 pips. All right, and the risk to reward with that is absolutely great. So if you really want to learn more, feel free to watch this video to the end so that you can have access to the video, and you can also check the description below. And if you really want to join us, join our Telegram channel. There's our Telegram link in the description box below. Feel free to join us every Sunday, 8 p.m. Nigerian time, 8 p.m. London time, 5 p.m. 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We normally have training, okay, where we pick general subject on Forex. So if you really want to learn more, this is free of charge. Feel free to join us. And if you enjoy the content of this video, make sure you subscribe and share this with your loved ones. So what we'll be doing today is the analysis between Monday 20th to Friday 24th of September 2021, Monday 20th to Friday 24th of September 2021. All right, we have a lot of amazing pairs waiting for us. All right, so guys, the first pair I want to be looking at is AUD USD. And for the purpose of those who are watching this for the first time, our entry time frame based on this analysis is 1 hour, and we use 4 hours as our future time frame. And of course, we analyze from weekly back to H1. All right, so take note of that. So right here, based on H1 and H4, we see that AUD USD, they are sell biased, which means we should look for a sell. So the weekly, we see the weekly candle close in red. All right, a momentum candle, as I normally recognize it, without a tail. So this gives us more assurance that we should look for more downside on AUD. So our weekly target for AUD USD is at the red support, which is at 0.7106. All right, that is the weekly support. We are looking out for this to travel to drop down to before the end of the week. Okay, and the daily, we also see this close in green with some little rejection from the outside. So this gives us another confirmation that we should look for more sell on AUD USD. Okay, so our daily target for AUD USD is at this green support, this blue support, I beg your pardon, which is at 0.7221. All right, so that is going to be our first target, and if this level get broken, we are heading to the red support, which is the weekly. So going back to the H1, so guys, we wait for the pullback. And on its way down, we catch it. Okay, once the blue EMA crosses the yellow to the upside, on its way down, we catch it. That's how we do it for those who are watching this for the first time. So wait for the pullback and enter the trade on its way down. So AUD USD is good for a sell. AUD Swiss franc, this is also sell bias right now. Sorry, I beg your pardon, is currently buy bias, and the weekly The weekly candle, we see this close in green, all right? See this close in green. So this tells us that we should expect more push up. But according to this, we are seeing the pair is currently sitting at a significant resistance zone right here, okay? But nevertheless, we expect some push up since we are buy bias on our entry time frame. So the weekly candle closed in green, so we should expect more push up. So if this blue resistance get broken, then our weekly target is going to be the yellow resistance at 0.7010, right? So while our daily target is at the same level where we have the blue resistance at 0.6829, all right? So this is going to be our daily target, and if this level get broken, then we are heading higher, right? So guys, coming back to the entry time frame, let's wait for the minor pullback, okay? And on its way up, we catch it, and don't forget, you just have to exit part of your trade before this blue resistance at 0.6829. And if that level get broken, that is when we'll be looking forward to the weekly resistance. So take note of that. So AUD Swiss franc is also good for a buy. AUD Swiss franc good for a buy. AUD JPY is currently sell bias right now. AUD JPY is currently sell bias right now according to H1 and 4. Okay, so the weekly candle, we see this close in red, all right? So this tells us that we should look for more downside during this coming week, all right? So our weekly target for this is at this yellow support, which is at 78.03, all right? So that's going to be our weekly support. That's where we expect price to drop down to during this coming week. And the daily candle, we see this close as a shooting star, all right? So shooting star, so we should expect, this is a big reversal candlestick pattern, so we should expect more downside, while our daily candle is at this support right here, guys. So it's at this support right here. So our daily support is at 79.42. All right, so coming down to the entry time frame, which is H1, we definitely want to wait for a pullback, and catch your sell entry to the downside. And our first profit is going to be at the blue support, which is 79.42. And if that level get broken, we are heading to the lower support. Okay, so AUD JPY is good for a sell. Look for a sell on AUD JPY. CAD JPY is the next one we'll talk about. So CAD JPY currently is sell bias according to H1 and 4. Okay, so coming to the weekly time frame, we see the candle close in red with a little rejection from the upside. So we should expect more downside on the CAD JPY. So we should expect CAD JPY to drop down to the yellow support at 84.60, which is going to be the weekly support. All right, and the daily support is found at this blue support, which is 85.42. Okay, as we have a good momentum candle on the daily to the downside, so we should look for a sell entry. So wait for the pullback. All right, wait for the pullback and catch your sell entry to the downside. All right, and our first profit is going to be at the blue support. And if the blue support get broken, then we are heading to the yellow support. So CAD JPY is also good for a sell. This is also a good trade to look out for. CAD Swiss franc. CAD Swiss franc is currently buy bias right now, according to H1 and 4. Okay, so the weekly candle, we see this close in bullish engulfing candlestick. So this tells us that we should look for more upside between CAD CAD and Swiss franc. So we should expect more pull up. So our weekly target for this is at the yellow resistance, which is at 0.7385. All right. While our daily target is sitting at the current at this level, which is at 0.7336. All right. So with that in mind, we also, I beg your pardon, we also see the daily candle close in red, and with that we see this is more or less like a retest to the break of this structure. So we should expect more upside on CAD Swiss franc. Okay, so we've seen the cross to the downside. So if the cross to the upside should happen, then it's going to be a good one to take a trade and take some of your profit right here. And if the cross happens above this level, then wait for the next entry before you cash your trade. And if the two moving average crosses the red down, then it means the signal has been invalidated. So we want to take a close look if the two moving average does not go below this before the cross happen. All right. So CAD Swiss franc is a good one to look out for a buy. CAD Swiss franc, look for a buy. Swiss franc JPY. Swiss franc JPY is currently sell bias according to H1 and 4. It's currently sell bias according to H1 and 4. And the weekly candle, we see this close in a strong bearish candlestick. So we should expect more downside, and we are expecting and looking forward to this pair to drop down to the 120 moving average, which is at this red support, which is almost the same area as the yellow support at 115.91. So this is going to, the yellow support is our weekly target, and we expect price to come down to this level during this coming week. Okay, and the daily targets, the daily candle also closed in red. We've seen a huge move on CAD Swiss franc. Okay, so with that in mind, the blue support right here is our daily target for CAD Swiss franc JPY, I beg your pardon, which is 117.60. Okay, so going back to our entry time frame, we'll wait for the pullback, and catch your sell entry on its way down. All right, and the first target is going to be at the blue support, which is at 117.60. And if that level get broken, then we are moving lower to the yellow support, which is at 115.91. So Swiss franc JPY is good for a sell. This is a good trade we should look out for, Swiss franc JPY. The next pair we talk about is Euro USD. We've seen USD going strong in the last couple of days. So we should expect more downside on the Euro USD, because H1 and 2 is showing that this pair is currently sell bias. So the weekly candle, we see this close in red, a strong bearish momentum candle without tail. Okay, as I normally recognize it, without tail, it's a strong momentum candle for me. So with that in mind, we should expect more downside on the Euro USD. We should expect it at least to come down to, we expect it to drop. The weekly target is expected to drop down to the yellow support, which is at 1.1593. But on a worst case scenario, it's going to drop down to the blue support. On a worst case scenario, if ever price is not ready to go lower, it's going to drop down to the blue support, which is the daily support. Okay, and the daily candle, we also see this close in red, a strong bearish momentum candle. Okay, so like I said, the blue support right here is inevitable, so we expect price to at least touch this place if ever is not ready to break through this place. So the blue support is found at 1.1665. all right, so going back to our entry time frame, Euro USD, expect a pullback before you catch your entry, then catch your entry on its way down, and the And the blue support right here is going to be our first target. And if that level get broken, we of course heading to the yellow support. So Euro USD is strong and good trade to look out for a sell. All right, Euro USD, look out for a sell. Euro Swiss franc is currently bias according to H1 and 4. Okay, and we see the weekly candle close in green, a strong bullish momentum candle to the upside. So we should expect more upside on Euro Swiss franc. Okay, and the weekly target is found as this at this resistance, which is at 1.1031. All right, that is the yellow resistance at 1.1031. So that is the weekly target for Euro Swiss franc, and the daily target we also is found right at this resistance right here, which is at 1.0984. All right, and we also see the daily candle close in green, so we should expect this to pull up to this place on a worst case scenario. So we should expect Euro Swiss franc to pull up some more. So on Euro Swiss franc, definitely wait for a pullback, and catch your buy entry when you cross between the yellow, blue and yellow happens to the upside. So catch your entry. Euro Swiss franc is a good one to look out for a buy. Look out for a buy on Euro Swiss franc. Euro JPY. Euro JPY is currently sell bias according to this strategy. It's currently sell bias. Okay, so on the weekly candle we see this close in red. Okay, so we should expect more downside on this pair. Okay, so we should expect this pair to drop down to touch the yellow support, which is also in line with the red moving average. So that is going to be our weekly target. Our weekly target for this is going to be at 127.04. Okay, that's going to be our weekly target for Euro JPY. All right, and the daily target for this is at this support right here, which is at 127.97. and we also see this close as a reversal candlestick pattern. So this tells us and gives us another confirmation that this level is inevitable. So price is most likely going to come into this place. All right, it's most likely going to come into this place, which is the blue support. Okay, so coming back to our entry time frame, which is H1, wait for the pullback, catch your sell entry to the downside, take some of your profits around this level. Okay, and while your daily target can be found as the blue support. All right, and if that level get broken right here, then we look forward to the yellow support. Euro JPY, it's a good one to look out for a sell. Okay, Gbp Usd. Gbp USD is currently sell bias according to this strategy based on H1 and 4. The weekly target, we see this weekly candle close in red. Okay, a momentum candle to the downside. Okay, which we should expect this to at least pull down some more for price to come to retest this tail. Okay, which is at 1.3565. Okay, that's going to be our daily target for Gbp USD. And the daily candle, we also see this close in red, a strong bearish momentum candle. So we should expect this pair to at least come to this level, right? This level right here at the blue support right here at 1.3680. Okay, so going back to H1, which is our entry time frame, wait for the pullback and catch your sell entry. All right, and the daily support right here is going to be our first target, while overall weekly target is at this yellow support. All right, and we also find another support right here. You can use either of the two, either this or this. All right, but You may want to take some of your profit right here at 1.3598. All right. So GBP USD is also a good one to look out for a sell. Look out for a sell on GBP USD. GBP JPY. We are currently sell buyers on this pair. Currently sell buyers on this pair according to H1 and 4. And the weekly candle, we see this close as a bearish engulfing candlestick. So we should expect more downside to this support at 149.22, this yellow support right here. And the daily candle, we also see this close in red. All right, so no doubt we should expect this pair to drop down some more during this coming week. And the daily target for this is at this blue support, which is at 150.42. All right, so let's expect a pullback right here. Expect a pullback, then catch your sell entry to the downside. This is going to be a good trade to also look out for. Okay, catch your sell entry and take part of your profits at the blue support, while the weekly target is going to be the yellow support. All right, so GBP JPY, look out for a sell. This is also a good trade setup to look out for a sell. GBP JPY, look out for a sell. GBP AUD. GBP AUD is currently buy bias according to H1 and 4. And the weekly candle, we see this close. We see this close in green. All right, so we should expect more upside on this pair. Okay, we should expect more upside to the weekly target to 1.9102, and the daily target, we should expect this to pull us some more to this blue resistance right here. I beg your pardon, blue resistance, which is 1.8971. All right, and if this blue resistance get broken, we are heading to the yellow resistance right here. Okay, so with this in mind, we should wait for the cross to happen. And if it does not happen, we can also take the continuation entry. So learn more about the strategy by watching the videos. Okay, so GBP AUD, look out for a buy. And remember, the blue resistance is going to be the first take profit. And if that level get broken, we are heading higher to the yellow resistance. GBP AUD is a good one to look out for a buy. Look out for a buy on GBP AUD. NZD USD. NZD USD is currently sell bias, as we have seen on H1 and 4, currently sell bias. So the weekly candle, we see this close in green. So we are looking for more downside on this pair. All right, looking for more downside on this pair to drop down to the yellow support at 0.6817. all right, during this coming week. We understand this may not take 1 week for price to get to this place, may take 2 or 3, but that is the overall target. All right, and the daily candle, we see this close in red, and this level right here is the target for the daily, which is at 0.6936. So the blue support right here is the target, is the daily target. So coming back to the entry, wait for the pullback. The pullback is setting up to reverse right now. So wait for the pullback, then catch your sell entry to the downside. So NZD USD is a good one to look out for a sell. NZD USD, look out for a sell. NZD JPY. NZD JPY is currently sell bias. According to H1 and 4. And the weekly candle, we see this close in red. So this tells us that we should look out for more downside on this pair. All right, so and the weekly target for this is at this yellow support right here at 74.61. okay, that's going to be a long target if ever price is going to drop down far. All right, and the daily target, we see this close, and the daily candle, we also see this close in red, but this is currently sitting at at the 120 moving average, and we've seen the break of structure right here. So with that in mind, we are going to look out for what is going to happen on the higher time frame. But nevertheless, the lower time frame still tells us that we are still sell bias on this pair. So the daily target for this is at this blue support, and we're also expecting this to pull down to this level to give us a complete Fibonacci 160 161.8 Fibonacci ratio. So that gives us a double confirmation that this is most likely going to come to this level to respect 61.8 Fib level. All right. So 78.25 is the daily target we are looking forward to. So NZD-JPY, look out for a pullback, catch a sell. This is also a strong pair to look out for a sell, a strong pair to look out for a pair. The last pair, okay, so NZD-JPY, look for a sell. Okay, the last one we'll talk about is USD CAD. USD CAD, as we've seen, USD is strong across board. So we should expect more upside right on this pair. And according to H1 and 4, we see this is currently buy bias based on H1 and 4. It's currently buy bias. So the weekly candle, we see this close. You see this close in green, a strong momentum candle to the upside. So with that in mind, we should expect more upside on USD CAD. All right. The yellow resistance right here at 1.3389 is the weekly target, but obviously this is going to take around 1 month, 4 weeks or more for price to get to that level, but it may be less depending on how fast price is able to move. All right. So the yellow resistance is the overall target, and the daily target, we also see this candle close in green. You can see this as no tails. This is a strong momentum candlestick, as I recognize it to be a momentum candlestick. So this gives us double confirmation that we should expect more upside. We expect more upside on USD CAD. So our daily target for USD CAD is at the blue resistance, which is at 1.2946. All right. So coming down to our entry time frame, which is H1, you are certainly make sure you wait for a pullback and catch your buy entry to the upside. Wait for the pullback, catch your buy entry to the upside. All right. And the blue resistance is going to be the target for the daily, and if that level get broken, then we are heading higher to the weekly target. All right. So USD CAD, this is also a strong pair to look out for a buy, and our advice is that you should look out to take a trade on USD pairs because USD is currently strong across board. All right. So a quick recap: AUD USD, look for a sell. AUD Swiss franc, look for a buy. AUD JPY, sell. CAD JPY, sell. CAD Swiss franc, buy. Swiss franc JPY, sell. Euro USD, sell. Euro Swiss franc, buy. Euro JPY, sell. GBP USD, sell. GBP JPY, sell. GBP AUD, buy. NZD USD, sell. NZD JPY, sell. USD CAD, buy. Okay, so the weak pair we have is Swiss franc is a little bit weak. All right. GBP is also a little bit weak. NZD is also a little bit weak. All right. And the strong pair we've been able to catch right here is USD. Is the only strongest pair we can find. So look out to take a trade on USD pair. So this is all I have for you guys. And for those of you who are watching this for the first time, please make sure you click that subscribe button. If you find this really helpful to you, ensure you drop your comments, click that like button, and share this with your loved ones. And for those who want to learn more about this strategy, wait to watch this video to the end right now. There's a link where you can click to learn more about this strategy called the King strategy. All right, and feel free So drop your comments as well. So I will see you guys on the next one. Thank you so much. Bye bye for now and happy trading. Bye bye and God bless.